Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are on devotion number 19, I want to say. And we're in our same book. And this devotional is called Going the Other Way. But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not glorify the desires of the flesh. Galatians 5:16. Are you a parent? If you're not, then maybe you remember doing this as a child. Your mom or dad or someone older would tell you to do something, and you replied no and did what you wanted instead. That's what it's like at my house with my 3-year-old who is constantly not listening to me. When that happens, a him daily, it reminds me of how God must feel when He directs us and we respond no. And then go off and do our own thing. Now, if you're a parent, even if you're a fur mom, you know how mad you get when your little one doesn't listen to you. You think and know what's best for them, and when they don't listen, they can even get a timeout. Have your parents ever said, fine, then I guess we won't go to XYZ since you didn't listen? Let's go back to the callings we have. Think about how many treasures you will miss out on that God has stored for you when you say no and go your own way. Think about all the places you don't get to go. How many times have you felt stuck and asked God, where are you? Well, friends, I'm here to tell you God is always there, and He wants what's best for you. He wants far more than you could ever imagine or guess or request in your wildest dreams. Just as we want what's best for our kids, and your parents want what was best for you, parents try to keep their kids from harm to direct them on the right path and to teach them how to be good people. When we go our own way, we often stray far from what our parents want for us, and in many cases, what God wants for us. So, before taking a big step in life, sit quietly before Him and ask Him if that is the way. If the answer is wait, don't be discouraged. He is working it all out, and it's going to be amazing. Just breathe. And a lot of times, when I try to get people to understand stuff about God in the Bible, I kind of like to compare it to like parenting, because think about it. If your parent, like it says, your parents want what's best for you, and they've experienced things. So 9 times out of 10, when they're telling us something, it's to keep us from harm or to make us go a better route or have better choices on down the line. But we like to feel like they always telling us what to do. So we try to do our own thing, like it said, and in the midst of doing our own thing, we find out all along we should have did what our parents told us anyway. And I feel like that's how I like to compare it to God, like especially with His commandments and with like all the things He tells us to do, and like when He speaks to you and He try to lead you in a certain direction, then you like that ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. And in reality, it is. Then, like I said, you go back asking for forgiveness and asking God, asking God to guide you in the way that He know you should go with. You should have did that in the first place. Let me see if I can line y'all up. It might be too light. When we should have been doing what He was telling us to do in the first place. But we like to be grown and think we know everything and want to go our own way. Then when we realize the route we wanted to take ain't the route we needed to take, that's when we want to go do other stuff. And I don't like with the commandments also, I feel like God, those things are keeping us from harm. Like, He wants you to love others like you love yourself. Don't steal, don't kill, don't fornicate, don't commit adultery, don't just all of those. And think about it, like if you're in a relationship with somebody and you having sex with somebody else and you cheating, somebody gonna end up getting hurt. Then on down the line, you're gonna wish you hadn't never did what you did. But if you had listened to what God told us not to do from the beginning, then you wouldn't even be in that same position. And then like with fornicating, I use this a lot. I think I talk about this a lot in a lot of my vlogs. Like with fornicating, we like to be out here talking to a certain person and doing everything you're supposed to do until you marry, and then feelings end up getting hurt and you attached to this person and you're not even supposed to be with them, but it's because of a sexual thing. And in reality, you wouldn't even be going through that if you had waited till you met your husband or your wife, like God is telling you. So like a lot of things He tell you not to do is for your protection, is not to harm you. And what get a lot of people too, whatever God tells us not to do, the world tells us it's okay. And that should let you know that there's a true God out there, because if he wasn't, why so many people and so much stuff is against what he wants us to do. And you got this sage, when you get those nudges in your soul to take a big step or go in a different direction, take a posture of obedience. What God is asking you to do may be way out of your comfort zone, or perhaps you don't feel equipped to do what he's calling you to. Instead of having doubt, have trust in one Most High. If he is calling you to do it and you don't move as you should, you'll miss all the wonderful things he has in store for you. Yep, and it's like God will tell you to go a route, like it said in the reading. He'll tell you to go a certain route and you don't go that way. And then you looking crazy because you done missed out on a million opportunities. Because sometimes if God tell you to do something you don't do it, he gonna show you what you missed out on. And then when you realize what you missed out on, you're like, dang, I should have did what da da da. But we have to listen to him and know that he had already paved the way for us. So we have to listen to him and know that the stuff we're going through and the stuff that he's showing us is just to teach us things, and he already gonna get us through it, because he knows that he wants you to do what he's sending you to do. He equipping you to do it. So we just have to be patient and wait and listen to God and follow directions. Because it says a wise person listens, he likes to learn. A person who can't take direction and don't like to learn, they just not it. So yeah, y'all have a good day. That's the devotion number 19. See y'all in the next one.